Start with a little bit of nostalgia, man. You know, this upcoming January makes 14 months, or 14 years, excuse me, since you had one of the most historic fights in middleweight history in the last 25 years, and probably one of the most historic fights in Madison Square Garden in the last 25 years. Do you think back to that at all, especially with Triple G, his name being in the news recently as being a Hall of Fame ballottee?
Yeah, man, I think, so you talking about the Golovkin fight?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I fought at Barclays with Lemieux. But, yeah, man, I think that was crazy, man. You know what I mean? That was my HBO debut. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy to be able to. I was growing up watching Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant call fights, and then to be able to be, you know what I mean, fighting, and they're calling my fight. That shit was kind of crazy, man. But you know, Golovkin right now, they're talking about him being a Hall of Fame. I mean, I think he deserves it. You know, he tied Bernard Hopkins with the most middleweight title defenses, 20 title defenses. He was the guy nobody wanted to fight, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when they say he don't got big names on his resume, it's like, you know, I don't think that's really his fault. But he beat a lot of top guys, he beat world champions, so man, he definitely, I think, should be in the Hall of Fame.
What do you think about Ryan Garcia's comments on his Hall of Fame status? Because Ryan was on Inside the Ring Live saying he don't think Triple G's Hall of Fame.
No, yeah, I saw that. But you know, Ryan didn't grow up on Triple G. So like, you know, Ryan's a lot younger. So you know what I'm saying? Like, when I fought Triple G 2000, what was that, 14? Like, no one wanted to fight Triple G. I was ranked #1 at 54. My mandatory was K9 Bumbridge. I could have just chilled and fell back at 154 and fought K9 Bumbridge. But you know, like, Triple G had like that thing when nobody wanted to fight him. So I kind of just wanted to show, it's me being a knucklehead. I wanted to show the world I could beat this guy. You know what I mean? But, you know, look, Golovkin, man, he was that guy where he was stopping everybody. And he was being top quality guys. So, yeah, you know, Ryan didn't really grow up seeing them. So, you know, I can see why he feels that way. But, you know, when you really seen Triple G and see what he's done in the sport, I think anybody would say he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, last week, obviously, we saw Jaron boots Ennis in your hometown of Philadelphia. You know, his age sort of 154. What do you make of his performance? And people are already talking about the Vergil Ortiz fight. How do you see that matching up?
Man, he did what he was supposed to do. Don't play with your food. You know what I'm saying? They said the bull was a tune-up. Well, that's what you do with a tune-up. I mean, and I hate the word tune-up because in reality, like, man, you know, Buster Douglas was supposed to be a tune-up. And look what he did. So, you know, you really can't call guys tune-ups. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, a guy could be dead, be hungry, and just shock the world. So, but he showed that guy wasn't on his level, and he ain't play with him. You know what I mean? Like I said, he ain't play with his food. He got him out in the first round. I love the fight between him and Vergil. I think that's a top-notch fight right there. That's Sugar Ray Duran right there. You know what I mean? Of this era. So I love that fight.
Jaron was telling me that he feels that Boots is the natural successor to Terrence Crawford. Are you as high on Boots in that comparison, or what do you make of that?
That he's the next Terrence Crawford?
Yeah, essentially.
No, man, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I think Boots, you know, he got the speed, he got the power. He has the ability to switch orthodox to southpaw. So he has a lot of tools in his arsenal, man. So, you know what I mean? I think I guess what would be his biggest flaw, but at the same time is his greatest asset, is that he could box you and it'd be a boring match, but that's not him. He like to walk you down, so he can give an opponent an opportunity to catch him. So like, let's say a guy like Vergil Ortiz, who's a big puncher, strong guy, you know, he's going to give Vergil opportunities where Vergil can land his shots. Because Boots ain't the type of guy that's going to run all day. He's not a boring fighter. He's a fighter. He's going to sit in the pocket with you and he's going to bang. So that's his style, man. So it could work against him or it could just work for him. But I love it. I love his style.
He became one of the era's defining action fighters by fighting the best of the best time and time again. He's going to be taking on fellow veteran Vaughn Alexander, of course, the brother of Devin Alexander. This one is going to be 8 rounds in the super middleweight division. So we're going to hear from Gabriel Rosado. Gabriel, how are you doing, my friend?
Good. It's like to be in New York.
So we know that your career, you will take on all comers. I think that's safe to say, right? So what is your mentality? How did you develop that mentality?
And it just comes from being hungry, being determined, believing in myself. You know, coming from Philadelphia, a tough city, tough background, and just having that grit.
Speaking of Philadelphia, at the top of this card, of course, Danny Garcia. It's the last time he's going to be fighting in Brooklyn. Your thoughts on being on this card?
Oh no, man, it's dope. It's crazy. You know, after 20 years, they didn't finally fight on the card, right? So it's dope, man. You know, he's making a big first, big emotional show, and so to be a part of it, man, it's dope.
And like we said, you'll face all comers. Now, you had a little bit of a streak up and down. You won your last fight in August, right? So you're riding that momentum now. How are you feeling right now?
No, I'm feeling good. I mean, I took some time off. You know, I think it was good for me to be able to recover and rejuvenate. We got back with my team, Billy Briscoe, got a win, and I'm feeling good, man. So it's just, you know, getting another win and then go on to bigger and better things.
And this fight in front of you, October 18th, this is going to be against Vaughn Alexander, right? So this is the brother of Devin Alexander. Spent some time away from boxing, but he's no slouch. So what is your plan versus Vaughn Alexander?
Oh yeah, you know, Devin Alexander, he's a vet. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that he's seasoned. He knows how to fight. You know what I mean? He doesn't have the best record, but you know, that's really, he's a guy that's durable, he's strong, and he's a perfect test challenge for me to showcase my skills and do my thing, and then show people that, you know, Gabe Gonzalez can stay.
And speaking of here to stay, so we know Danny Garcia, he says he's not retiring, this is his last fight in Brooklyn, but he's going to continue his career. Have you thought about your career? How does it play out? What's the future hold for Gabe Rosado?
Well, yeah, you know, I've had a great career, you know what I mean, and I just feel like I got unfinished business, and I feel like right now, the 160 pound division, you know, with the kind of competition you got out there, playing Charlo, Alanga, and those guys, you know, I feel like I can mix with those guys. I mean, so it's just a matter of just getting this win and then moving on to bigger and better things.
You mentioned playing Charlo. What's the biggest fight you want right now? If you could pick one for a future fight, who do you want most?
You know, honestly, man, it's just for myself. I haven't fought them all. You know, so I'm doing this for me. I mean, this is something that I want to do, something that I love and I enjoy. So honestly, man, it's just a matter of just putting myself in a position to fight for Rosado again.
And your first step on that journey is Saturday night, October 18th. You're going to work out here, but finally, before I let you go, your final prediction, Saturday night, how does it play out?
Hey, man, we're going to shine, we're going to stunt, we're going to look good. The fans are going to say, wow, Gabe's back. You know what I mean? It's going to be that kind of performance.
Looking forward to seeing it. We're going to see you work out right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm cutting weight. My running ring about to fly out. They sliding. Want to do a couple sips? Sip. The clock is on? The clock on?
So, clock on.
All right, we'll do one more. I already got my workout in early. Just a little.
Yeah, got the money.
Everybody right? Rosado's back. We New York.
Where Palanga at? Where Palanga? It's one of my biggest fans.